What's going on, dudes? It's your boy Kelso, and today I'm just going to be giving out my 2025 settings. Hopefully I cover everything in this video, and no questions are left asked. But yeah, I don't know, these settings I've been using for a very long time. I really didn't see myself like changing anything even from 2024 that much. Just maybe minor things, but I'll try to go through everything I know, and maybe also just give a setup on my bike tool. I don't know, I think I already have the setup out, but if it helps, it helps. But yeah, all right, let's get right into it. All my good little settings. All right, so basically you're just going to copy like verbatim, piece by piece. So lean stick, make sure this is pointing out, but this is on my left. All right, this is pretty self-explanatory, but just in case you didn't know, the biggest thing you just need to know is, you know, when you set your controller up, is if it's facing outwards or inwards. All mine are facing outwards, so I'm gonna explain that as it goes. It's just for the counter leaning the other way instead of like both sticks leaning the same way. Throttle control, my right trigger, boom boom boom, rear brake. I also have combined brakes on. I do have a rear back brake just in case I want to pull in the clutch and press that so I can actually brake tap in midair. So my clutch is also B or circle. Rider lean forward and back, it's basically up and down. So that's why when I pull actually forward, it actually leans the bike like I'm leaning towards the bike, and when I pull back, I'm leaning from the bike. That's why I told you to the outside. If you would have done the other way, it would have been inverted. So leaner right and left, same thing. You know, just if you're turning right, you want to be turning the other way. So that's that. Let's see. Rider lean tracking and disabled. Direct lean 100%. Combined brakes, yep, minimum 50. So I turn my brakes all the way down to 50%, so my brakes never lock up on me. And then max 200%. So I'm giving it like as much like braking as I can at 50% with a max of 200. That's why I never lock it up. It's very easy to lock your brakes up in this game. I can like pull completely in and it won't go crazy. Lean, dead zone 3%. I don't have stick drift on. You can turn this on however you want. I just feel like I've been playing on dead zone 3 for the longest. It does make a difference from when you're turning and stuff like that. You can definitely see it. 3% to 5% to even 0%, just depends on you, brother, man. I really, honestly, but 3% is where I'm sticking with. 150% linearity. Yeah, I mean, I used to run 200 all the way down to 100. I think with just 150 just kind of fits the mode. Smoothing on with 10% press, 10% release. I don't really know exactly what it does, but I feel like it just makes it a little bit more smoother when I'm making turns and bringing the bike up. Gain is 94.7%. This is basically how quick I would say the bike comes back up to you. No, that's direct lean. This is, I would say, how much you can turn the bike over at the certain time, like being able to make it. You know, because the higher you go, the quicker you could probably turn it over. And direct lean, yeah, direct lean is basically how quick the bike snaps back up to you. So I'm at 94.7. It feels good for when I'm in ruts and being able to get like up straight. You can try it out. I know people use like 91. You can use 100. So it just all depends. Like a lot of people that are just standing around the whole track, they probably turn this up so they can like go really low. That's all preference. Throttle 0% dead zone, linearity 100%, smooth 30, really in 104. I don't really have much on that. It just feels comfortable. Feels like I get some throttle control. Braking 0, linearity 100, no smooth on 0, and then gains 121. It's just because I have minimum 50%. Sorry, I'm a little sick. 0 rear brake 100. I might just skip over these a little bit. You can screenshot them if you want. Those are pretty simple. Clutch, pretty simple, pretty standard stuff right there. This is pretty important, I should say. Dead zone 5, linearity 100, smooth 80, 100. This makes it just feels comfortable. Left, right, or lean and right, 5%, 100, smooth 0 off, and then just kind of works out for me. Not gonna lie. But yeah, that's my input 1 settings. Input 2, it is my shift up. So it's my right bumper. My right bumper is going to make me shift up. My left bumper is going to make me shift down. No preload. I don't even know what preload is. I guess I don't know. I don't have that checked on. I never tested that. I'm very curious to see if that even works. But starter, this is basically if you go in and you like. Oh, we'll get to this later. But starter is basically like in your assist. Here, I'll show you now. Assist automatic clutch. So if you turn off automatic clutch and you got to restart the bike, you can actually keybind this to something on your controller instead of having to hold your clutch down and press something on your keyboard. You actually have to start the bike up manually. So that's starter. Push the bike down, pad it up. Have it like to where it's not inverted. So if I actually go forward on my D-pad, it'll actually push me forward and back. My sit button is my right stick. I don't have direct on. Direct on basically means you hold it while you're like sitting down, and then when you let go, you're basically standing the whole time. I think that's too much stress on my controller. I've always said it. I like to preserve my controllers. I don't like to have to spin for a new controller every 2. So yeah, that's why I don't stick down. I think it puts a lot of stress on there. Right or dab is F. You don't use auto dab. You don't really need this, but the same thing. It's basically putting your foot down in corners. I seem to find that it helps, and it doesn't help. I don't know. Reset button, basically just if I need to get back up, is my left something on my PS5 controller. Track marker is holding space. So if you like put this as space button on your keyboard and you hold it, it'll make a track marker, and you always just press space and it'll put you back there. Change view is V. Looking back is on the right side of my PS5 controller, like where the pad is in the middle. Heading left and right, basically being able to look left and right, is on my D-pad as well. You just have to play with this and see which way you face it in order for it to be right. Tear off is my left stick button. Raise arm is my triangle button. It says Y. I don't know why it's placed in Xbox terms, but I don't use complaint. I don't use wind gesture, angry, chat. I mean, I guess I chat a little bit. People text with it. Trick is my square button or my X button. Square, square, square for PS5, X for. And yeah, that's my input 2. Let's move to input 3. This is my camera settings. So I would say if you guys really want to copy this, if you guys been seeing any of my like cool drone effects and stuff like that videos, this is like my camera settings. I'll show you what I change. Apparently, every time I try to change something, it resets the default. So whatever my settings are right now, I don't think I can ever change them again unless I re-download the game, and I'm not feeling like it. But left stick left, right stick right, right, all that stuff. Up, down, 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 up, left, right. Right, that's all on the left stick right there. So just play with it until you see what your settings look like that. Move up, move down. I don't have this keybinded. I don't really need it. I might need it, but I haven't really tried it. It might be able to help me out for trying to get that higher like drone area. So I might play around with that. Rotate left and right. Same thing here is on my right stick. Just wait until you literally have the exact same stuff I do, like up, down, left, right. Roll. This is the only thing I can't change now. So I have to, every time I come in, I actually have to come to my settings. But I just basically bind it to my left bumper, and allows. I'll show you what it does like right now. So if I go to replay, I go to free roam. If I hold left, I'm able to actually turn the camera like this. So this actually makes like a cool dramatic effect when you're like going through the whoops and stuff. I really like it. I enjoy it. The only thing is like you can't turn your head with it. You actually have to let go of it. So it's kind of a hard thing to get used to, but excuse me. Pretty cool. Speed increase is basically my square button. That's basically how I can time my cool edits, where I can like keep up with the bike. If I need to slow it down, I can press my A button or X. Then left trigger and right trigger. This basically does like the field of views. If I go like this, I zoom in, out, square, like you said, like I look how fast I can go, and then if I press it, I can slow. So that's all my settings right there. Hopefully that helps right there. UI back. I don't know what this is. Enter space. I don't really do. Oh, space is just basically the press space and that'll clear up. Yeah, that's it, man. I don't really have much over here. I don't really do instant replay. I just keep it on I don't really use it. But yeah, that stuff right there, you could whatever. You might even find better stuff than me. My resolution is 2560, 1440, borderless, 32 bits, refresh rate default, VSync off, analyzing off, resolution, screen ratio, resolution, size, high, trilinear, 60. Dynamic shadows, all of it on. Yeah, you already know, like my reshade's pretty up there. 3D grass, but no track screens. Track screens tend to like have like really bad, weird. I don't know, just tends to like make things weird. You can turn them on, turn them off. Depends on how they go. If you have a low end PC, miscellaneous 5% volume. I fluctuate between 5 to 10. It's just because some bikes are super loud and some are not. Brake volume 10%, onboard 0, remote 21. This is all personal preference. This is how you want to play the game. And environment sounds. I'm very curious on what this is, but I keep it off. I might test with that later, but you can try it out for yourself. Units, I use UK, date format, and EYYY. Skip intro. I don't know exactly what the intro is. I haven't used it in forever, but I just keep it off. Bandwidth very high. I don't have any auto chats. As you can see, auto chats is basically when you ever get into like a race and you see people spam stuff. And that's what these are. I don't have any of them. You can find it useful. I find it useful. Track help on. I don't know. Oh, track help you want on. It's basically letting you know when the leader. This is like pretty important. Track help on is basically letting you know when the leader's coming. The white flag, the blue flag, yellow flag. Basically a whole bunch. Like definitely keep this on. Disabling chat. If you really get tired of people like spamming, you literally just press that. And then flags, you can do 3D, 2D, or both. 3D is basically actually having the person come out and like wave it and stuff like that. Or you can just have like a regular flag. Personal preference, whatever your PC can handle. I do 3D. Hide names. I like doing this for some really cool content as well, like good races, so you can always hide your name. If you're doing content creation. Yeah. All right. Last but not least, field of view 117, 031. I've been using it forever. Free look. Don't care. Don't care about this. It's not much to it. Corner anticipation. If I wanted to turn this on, basically, being able to turn into the corner would allow me to look ahead. I don't really need it per se right now, so but if I did, I would use look to apex, and that would help you out a lot. I only keep it at 5%. It's not that bad. I guess I could show you what it looks like real quick, but basically if I turn in this corner, it's gonna make me look forward ahead just a little bit. Like I don't really use it big time because it'll like, I think it just messes me up being able to still connect in the rut for later, but it does allow me to look ahead a little bit, but I just keep it off for now. Don't do lock to bike. Don't show HUD. Show HUD is basically extra 2 in the corner, basically showing you what gear if you don't have max HUD downloaded. Oh yeah, I guess I can go through my max HUD settings. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, and then show rider stand. Yeah, show rider stand is basically in this corner as well. So when I'm sitting down and standing up, so standing up right now, when you see that little red icon, you're standing up. When you sit down, that's when you actually don't see it. That's pretty nice. Lock to bike, I don't do for external view. Dynamic and follow bike. This is just out. This is like what I found for, third person view, 20%, height 95, lateral 0. And my riding aids. My riding aids is auto clutch and auto tires. I don't think I use any. Lean help, automatic shift off, shift help, traction help, brake help, automatic leaner, all that. Like all that's off. Might turn on auto dab. I don't think I've been using auto dab at all, and I don't know why I haven't, but I'll keep it on. Why not? I'll turn it on just for this. I think that's one thing I haven't done. Automatic rider sit. Don't use that anymore. I used to, but it gets into a long process of whether people like think it works or not. Alright, that being said, go into my max HUD. So if you press your caps lock and you have it downloaded, I usually only use speed, standings. That's it. You can put on fuel if you want, you put in your helmet, but I don't do any of that. I really just keep speed 80%, no, miles per hour, no. Standing, same thing, and all you do is just right click and you can wherever you want. I just find where these 3 things are the best to be out of the way. I just need to know what times I'm running, what position I'm in, how far I'm back, and just what gear I'm in. And that's my max HUD. I can't think of anything else. I can't show my reshade. I wish I could. I really could. I wish, but what my Clappy's reshade is on YouTube. I just can't give you the extra stuff and all that. It's just because it's all like linked to my PC. So yeah, unfortunate. But yeah, those are my settings, man. Hopefully you guys enjoy 2025, and let me know if there's something that you would want me to cover later, where I can just answer in the comment section. Oh, I guess bike setup. Yeah. It's a real quick one. I did post this before, but here you go. Easy. Screenshot it if you want. Nice. All right, yeah. That's my settings, man. I don't really have much else. I don't use a trainer enabled. Yeah, I don't use. Not it, dude. I can't think of much. So thank you guys for all the support. Oh, I guess I'll show you this. If you guys didn't know this, as long as the like kind of cover stuff, extra credit. You didn't know, if you press that little button down here, and as long as the track creator actually did it, you can actually come here and take a really cool picture. Like, as long as they like actually made their photo mode available, and you can actually do something like this. I was doing for a very long time. Might do it for this as well for the thumbnail. But yeah, I don't know, just really easy peasy for you to be able to make a thumbnail, picture, or whatever. So yeah, man, those are my settings for 2025. Hope you guys enjoy it. It's your boy Kelso, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.